Hey, it's great to be with you again today. 2025 is coming. We're, it's right around the corner. Whether we're ready for it or not, here it comes, right? And I've had lots of discussions with people over the last couple months, and they're like, man, 2024 was tough. There were some tough times, man. There's lots of natural disasters. There's been wars and rumors of wars. There's been economic issues. There's the election and the arguing and the animosity between our two parties, and he said, she said, and people are upset. They're worried. They're nervous. They're anxious about what this next year will bring. We are not the first people to be anxious about situations in our lives. Jesus gets in a boat with his disciples, and they head out across the sea. They're out there for a while, and Jesus falls asleep. Well, while he's sleeping, a huge storm comes up. There's lightning, there's thunder, the waves are crashing over the sides of the boat. And if you don't know, these boats were not very big. I mean, they're like 15 feet long and like 4 feet wide, and right? You're in the middle of this tempest and the wind's blowing and the disciples are freaking out. I mean, like seriously freaking out. Some of these guys are seasoned fishermen, so this must be a heck of a storm, right? And Jesus is napping. And finally, they're like, Jesus, don't you even care that we're about to die? And Jesus wakes up and goes, man, what is wrong with you guys? What is wrong with you? Why don't you have faith that I can get you through this? And he immediately says to the storm, be still. And the wind stops blowing, and the waves cease, and the disciples are now really freaked out because their master, their rabbi, Jesus, has just calmed the storm with nothing more than a few words. As we go into 2025, may we take our eyes off of the storm. May we take our eyes off of all the dissension and the problems and all the craziness in our world and start to focus on Jesus. And when we do that, when we start to ask Jesus to take control of our lives, to give us his peace, give us his comfort, let us feel his presence in our lives, well, then all those other things, they don't seem to be as bad because we know that Jesus is working in our lives and in our world. Let us turn to prayer and believe that God is doing something. Even though we may not see it at the time, God is always working behind the scenes. May God continue to pour out his grace, mercy, and blessings on each and every one of us until we get to meet again. Amen. Amen.